guys, Chelsea here, and I'm gonna give you a little insight into this full moon. So as we know, the moon makes 28-day cycles, and there are 4 key points. We have the full moon, the new moon, the first quarter, and the third quarter, or the last quarter. So it's really important to pay attention to these to the cycles of the moon and to these 4 points, because they point to very important emotional states that we'll be in this case, we have a full moon coming up on July 9th, and that's going to be in Capricorn, opposing the sun in Cancer. This full moon is extra special because it's also going to be conjunct Pluto. So we definitely want to be wary of any emotional triggers. We want to be wary of having our emotions get the better of us, manipulating others. You know, Cancer is the great manipulator, and Pluto will definitely want to manipulate others. So be aware of it. The sun will illuminate this in our lives. Generally, full moons are positive. You get to reap rewards from the things and like the plans that you made 2 weeks prior from the new moon, if you made any plans. If you didn't make any plans, Capricorn is definitely the sign of punishment. So it will punish you for any lack of effort on your part, any lack of work. So you want to be careful, you want to be wary of that. And you want to be aware, because if Capricorn is punishing you, it's only for your own good. So you must have done something that was wrong, or maybe you didn't do enough. So be aware of that, this full moon cycle. Be aware of childhood things that creep up, themes that were heavy in childhood that come up again as lessons for you to finally learn. And also power plays with authority. Be careful. The sun may want to be right. The sun may want to do its own thing, and it may rub up against authority figures around this time. It may rub up against your own emotional willpower, and it may not be for your own good. So you just want to be aware of that. On the other hand, the sun can definitely illuminate where your emotions are. So especially since Capricorn has to do with work and Cancer has to do with family, home life, and just love, unconditional love. Where are your passions in your life? Are your passions fueling your work endeavors, or are they in other places? Personally, I believe that your work should be your passion, so that your work is your play, but all too often we get caught up in occupations that don't speak to us emotionally, and so we get stifled over time, and that bubbles to the surface, and then all of a sudden our emotions are like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. And it needs to happen. You need to have a point where you break away if you're in a place that's not good for you. Sometimes, you know, especially depending on your chart, maybe, you know, you're just meant to kind of work in some menial job, or maybe not even menial, but just some job that's not really where your passion is, and your passion is something you do on the side. You know, it really depends, but you just have to make sure that you're clear with yourself and you're not cheating yourself out of a much more fulfilling life and a fulfilling workday. If you think that you spend most of your time working, in life, you spend most of your life working, you know, you want it to be something that you love, that you can do day in, day out, that you can do on your off day. Like, there's a lyric from Big Sean that's like, I live the life I deserve, some blessings, if you know that song. But he says, I live the life I deserve, blessed, fuck a vacation, I feel better at work. And I really resonated with that, because I would want to feel like I don't even care to take a vacation. I just want to work because I enjoy it so much. And you also want to make sure that you're not being a workaholic, because that's definitely Capricorn energy. It may, so let's suppose you have really stressful aspects to your 4th house. Capricorn will definitely turn you into a workaholic because you're avoiding your home, you're avoiding your family, you don't want to spend time with family, you just want to be at work all the time because you're ignoring the inner turmoil that you have. Capricorn will definitely, or rather Cancer will shed light on that, and that stems from Capricorn energy because Capricorn is most likely to be a workaholic, Capricorn and like Virgo. So you definitely want to look into that. Also look into your health. One of the places that might be triggered is the stomach because Cancer rules the stomach. But just your overall health. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you working too hard? Generally though, since it is a full moon, this is an opportunity to reap the rewards of your hard work if you've been putting in hard work, or to realize places where you can work harder. Yeah, it's gonna be like a bit of tension because the sun wants one thing and Capricorn, or the moon in Capricorn wants a different thing. But it's all about balance, and balance is always achievable. It's not easy, but it's always achievable and something we should always strive for. And since Pluto is involved, since Cancer is involved, make sure that you're not too detached from your emotions. Make sure that you're emotionally in tune so that they don't erupt in a way that is unstructured, but also just detrimental for you in the long run. That is all I have, folks. Comment below about what you're looking forward for in this full moon, things you want to manifest, and things that you have manifested if you're watching this after the full moon. And I'll see you next week. Bye.